What's up, everybody? My name's Lisa. So I'm going to, I've been moved to start these um, Lisa Says videos again, okay? And I've been guided by Spirit to share more about my experience, starting with um, a subject that kind of ties into yesterday's love reading because I was really confused because I've also been very guided to continue doing my readings in a merging of the divine masculine, divine feminine way. So it's not so much about like joining with um your romantic partner, although the more balanced that you are, that's exactly what you're going to pull in, is someone that's, balanced and someone that you can build with, but not to have the primary focus be so much on that. So, but then in that reading, it's like the second half of that reading, I was told to pull out some twin flame cards that I have, and it went into. I was just kind of confused after the reading. I was like really confused because it talked about um, a connection. Okay, so I didn't really get it, and so I meditated on it last night. I like asked for to be shown like in dream space or something, get my answer, get my clarity. And in the morning when I woke up, the first thing that I heard was that it was for those of you who have been clinging to whomever is your person, and feeling some type of way about the fact that it's not working out, or it's not going as planned, they're saying. Okay. So and you're putting up all this resistance towards letting them go. And I can completely relate to that. I've like been there, where it's like it's hurt. They're telling me that it's like you're taking it offensively and personal. And this is nothing. You were shown in that video, I guess, like where the other person is, so that because there's a decision to make. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. There's a decision to make on which path you're choosing. Okay, because um, a lot of people have been in this state of um, reminiscing. Okay, we're also in Mercury retrograde, so that can kind of like kick up the past. And yeah, they're make you more reminiscent. Okay, and but moving forward, okay, the release of your person. You know, it's not like I was burned by my person, or I'm not even going to keep this into like just one person, because throughout my life, I have felt several different people have been my person. And I have noticed, when I really started diving deep into my healing, that um, I literally have been dating the same person over and over. They've just had a different face. Okay. And, that doesn't just happen, that's happening for a reason. Many of these men I clung to, um, one, he even like broke my heart one day, and he said that I would get very confused because it's like they would say one thing, they would call me up and say one thing, and be around me and say one thing and be one way around me, but then like out in public it was like totally different. It wasn't anything that was ever um it was just a difference. Okay. And so, or they would have like a significant other, like they would be attached to people. you know a couple of these men, I met in my teenage years, and I allowed them to, like, I carried this hurt, I carried this rejection inside my heart, you know, and I allowed it to just stay with me. And where I was always feeling less than and undeserving of the true love that I actually want, you know? And so I continued to allow these men to come into my life, you know, and just let them wreak havoc on my peace of mind. You know, it's very confusing when somebody is saying they love you and they care about you and calling you up and like you're having the best time together, and you know you're making love or what you think, or you're having this like bomb ass sex, and like you know it's easy to or at least I'm going to keep this on me because all I have is my experience, and that's what I'm being guided to share with you. It's like, you know, and being fooled into thinking that that's enough, you know. For a long time, you know, I felt um you know, my ego was really into it. You know, I liked that um I was desired in this way, you know, that people would be with somebody else and still crave me, you know, and like years and years, like it was just like very, you know, I hate that word like toxic, and I hate all those terms, okay? Because all of us are everything, like we all have it, okay? And it's really contingent on the work that you're doing on yourself, like to move through these situations. But all of it's there to learn, okay? I do believe that these men came into my life to teach me, just like whatever you're struggling with within your relationship or within like the lack of the relationship, it's like it's there to teach you something. To and for me, what I've found is it's self-worth, okay? It's independence. It's relying on myself, trusting my own judgment, because I know that I'm tapping into, I'm asking God. I'm not asking anybody else for their opinion, okay? Uh, Even throughout my healing, you know, I would, you know, I've listened to other tarot card readers, and I just get like really fucking confused, okay? Because I was doubting my own intuition, my own intellect, my own experience. You know, heartache is not easy. You know, I feel like I've been a broken-hearted person uh since childhood, okay? And up until I've really been putting in the work and effort, you know, over these, like, you know, I would say like since I got sober, you know, which what in like 2001 I got sober. And that's when things really got deep, because there wasn't any vice, like there wasn't anything to numb. For me, drugs and alcohol were a numbing agent. You know, every day I had this mission to fucking die, you know? And, you know, I would wake up, you know, come to really, and just be like pissed off that I was still alive, you know? Um, my tragedies, my heartaches, they've served a purpose, and I understand today that it is to share with you on how to keep on going, or at least to like be living proof that no matter fucking what, you don't have to quit, okay? And even when your life has like, I'm hearing fallen to the extremes, it's like you can still smile. I know, like I've been there, you know? And that's why I feel like I'm allowed to say that. Like you can push through anything. If you tell me a story, I'm sure I could match it. Like I have just been through so much crap, and I'm not saying that to brag, because everybody's heartache is um counts, you know, no matter how big or how small, you know, what's big to me may be small to you, and vice versa. It's like, but it doesn't matter, because it's the way that we hold on to it, you know? And, you know, I've let um, the opinion of men and others be projected on me for a really long time. And it wasn't until I started doing like different things, like I'm knowing I'm worth it every day. Like so many people, I share everything. Like I don't hold back. A lot of people just don't want to do it because they don't think that it's that simple. And it is that simple. You know, every day it's about, you know, looking at yourself and choosing who you're going, you know, I look at myself in the mirror and it's like, who am I going to live for? Me. Okay? Me. And that it's that I'm not saying that selfishly. It's like I'm saying it like my peace of mind is worth more than anything else. Okay. I would rather live alone on an island and have peace of mind than be surrounded by a bunch of fake ass friends and people I can't trust. Okay. And constantly be worried about who's going to steal from me, who's going to stab me in the back, always having to look over my shoulder. Fuck that. I don't live that way anymore. You know, I let people show me who they are. You know, it doesn't mean that I have any less love for them. I love every single man that I have X'd out of my life, okay? Still to this day, I have love for them. You know, do I believe in second chances? Do I believe people can change? Yeah, I've fucking changed. But I know that I changed because I wanted to change, because I was putting in the work to change. You know, what's helped me let go of the pain, you know, of the losses? Forgiveness. I had to forgive. I had to forgive, you know, the love of my life that got married on my birthday. You know, I had to forgive, you know, the love of my life that died before, you know, we both came out and told everybody that we were going to be a couple, you know, and live together. And you know, it's like I had to forgive, you know, every man that like continued to choose somebody who was didn't treat them the way that I treated them, you know, and maybe just because of they had more money or they were better looking or whatever the case, you know, all those things, like, yes, have they wreaked havoc in my mind? Did they really mess with me and leave me sad and make me feel like I was like some sort of unworthy piece of crap? Yes. And I had to face all that. I had to know all those things and know that them not choosing me had nothing to do with my value. And that's the part that took a while. You know, I had to I started healing, my healing process. It's like if you keep on doing what you've always done, you're going to keep on getting what you always got. So I wanted things to change. So what does that mean? I had to start saying no. You know, that person that got married on my birthday, you know, does it matter that like before he got married, like, you know, I received a phone call from a mutual friend and it's like they were like anyway, none of that matters, okay? It's always knowing. Like I've always known that people wanted to choose me. They just couldn't. And when I recognized that, like I didn't really recognize that until after I started to forgive myself for falling for the words every time, for getting all mushy when I got the text, for taking the crumb and thinking that that was like something to stand on, you know? And I had to start saying, please don't call me anymore. And when please don't call me anymore, and I kept getting phone calls, didn't work, it's like I had to block. I had to like literally block people. And because my peace of mind is worth everything. Listen, I don't want to be a secret. So it's like, if you don't want, if 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 someone that you're with isn't doing what you want, and you're staying thinking that you're going to be able to fix this person to be who you want, or one day they're going to change, um, that's on you. And I feel like me sharing this video, it's like, it's mostly, I feel like what I just got is like, it's like, how much longer are you going, how much more of your life are you going to give to these people? Because nobody, one thing I've learned is like, I don't change. Like, I believe people can change, but only if they want to. And it's like, you don't want to change unless, like, at least I haven't. Like, I had to prove to myself, without a doubt, 100%, I couldn't do it my way anymore. And then I had to surrender. And I had to surrender to God, to a higher power, to the universe. Okay. My idea of who that is has evolved so much, in 20 years. And I can only imagine that it's going to continue to evolve. Okay. My understanding of myself and how I relate to people, and it's just going to continue to evolve, right? Because I'm a firm believer in, like, we're never completely healed. We're never going to achieve that. And, so I know for me, I constantly ask myself, what is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm not seeing? What is it that I have to change? You know, um, because I want to change. I don't want to live my life in turmoil. I don't do drama like that. That's not me. If there's a group of people and everybody's talking about everybody else, I walk away. Okay. Or I change the subject. That's what I do a lot, is I change the subject, and like, I'll throw like a joke in about something completely different and just change the subject. Okay. Because nobody wants to do that, um, it's just nasty, everybody's just out there trying to do the best they can. And I really believe that. And it's like, if you're going to spread anything, spread fucking that loving kindness, it's not your fault if your person isn't doing what they have to do to be with you. You could be stopping yourself from the greatest love of all, from having the greatest love of all. And I'm being really pushed to ask you, like, what are you living for? And just because you think that you can't have it, because you see everybody else in these relationships where this is what they do, they argue, they cheat, blah, 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 all this stuff. I don't want that shit. All right. So what do I have to do? If I don't want that, if I don't want that kind of relationship, okay, then what has become required of me is to really dive deep into myself so that I can become secure and confident in myself, learning to become independent, okay, learning to solve my own problems. My connection with God is like, that's like the universe, source, like that is it. Okay. So every day I have to show up for myself. Okay. I don't care. I don't need to hang out. I don't need to be freaking seen or Miss Popular or anything, like, that's not important to me. What's important to me is that I have peace of mind, that I'm stable, and that I raise my children to be good people, and I raise them to teach them that they can think for themselves as well. I want to be healthy. I want to live forever, and I want to leave people with a smile on their face. I don't want to be the reason um, people are sad. I don't want to wreak havoc in people's lives. I don't want to be that person, you know, and, sometimes people need to figure things out for themselves. I know I did, you know, and when it comes to that, I've just had to walk away. And listen, I have called 100 times. I'm not saying that I haven't done that. I haven't said like, I'm never going to call or text again, and then I call or text again. And I've done it. And I've done it over and over and over again. So let's say the first time I did it 192 times, okay? Well, then the next time when I said, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. Then the next time I did it 185 times, okay? And then like the next time I did it, I only did it 163 times. Each time I'm gradually getting better. And you have to be okay with, or I learned to be okay with the gradual process of it. For me, nothing has come overnight. Nothing. I've worked my ass off every day. I can say for like 20 years for the peace of mind that I have today. And it's there for you too. But it does require work and effort. And when you don't do it, because there's been days where I've been pissed off, you know, I get pissed off at God. I get pissed off at the world. I get, you know, I get sad, you know, I'll want to cry. I'll want somebody, but like, is it worth the sacrifice? No. And then it's like, when I get to that place where it's like, most of the time where I'm like rebelling, it's like it's taken me to a deeper level of connection with my higher power. And for me, that's what it's all about, is connecting with something. It doesn't have to be God, whoever you feel comfortable with. Okay, it just can't be you. Like, you don't know everything. And if you think you do, like you're like doing it wrong, okay? And like, but be okay with the gradual, okay? Try not to judge yourself for looking the fool by calling 185 times, okay? Or saying no. You know, I'm totally being dramatic here, but you're getting the drift. I hope. And I just saw 22:12 on the clock. So I'm going to wrap this up. But just try. Go at it every day and know that doing something even like a millimeter better than you did it yesterday is still progress and moving forward. Let go. I'm hearing clear out your life of the clutter. Declutter your life. A lot of you are hanging on to the status quo is what I'm hearing. You're hanging on to people that don't give a shit about you. You're hanging on to people. It's like, there's that saying, they just showed it to me. Everybody wants to see you do better, but not better than them. Okay? And that sucks, man. That fucking sucks. But it's not that everybody's like that. It's just that you have to, I know that I've had to work on my own self to build myself out of that mentality, that where I was at, you know, with these friends, like, I always have to be here. I always have to play this person in everybody's life. No, this is my fucking life. I was born to shine just like you. Okay, so what do I have to do to shine? What do I have to do to feel good? What do I have to do to find that true peace of mind? I got to break the fuck away from these horrible patterns that have been fucking smothering and killing me and keeping me stuck. If you want your life to change, the only one that can change it is you. You don't need anybody else's permission to go for what you want. And trust me, you can have it. I love you. I hope this helps. And look for more of these, because I am being guided to share like this. So look for the Lisa Says. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.